Hey everybody, did you miss me?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Yo, what's good everybody? It's your boy PK and welcome back to some more Nikke content on the channel. Today we're going to be going into a quick compilation of my third anniversary pulls for both Nayuta and Liberalio, since pretty much at the time you're going to be watching this video or when it's out, it's already going to be over in terms of the event itself, and then the first banner being Nayuta's is going to be gone as well. With that being said, I do apologize for being gone for a while, for a couple of weeks. If you did see one of my last videos on BPSR, then you would have known why. But for those that didn't know, I will be explaining it here. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. As always, if you do enjoy the content, leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. First things first, just to kind of go about what my game plan is for these banners. Usually when it comes to the anniversary banners or the 1% banners for pilgrims, and now with this last year with the inclusion of overspec units, I typically want to try to max limit break the unit. That's just my own personal goal. So I want to MLB then get 4 copies total, the base copy and then the 3 extra ones. Since they have been doing double banners as of late this past couple of years, it does make it harder to kind of do that goal if I'm not getting good luck. But ultimately, that is the plan. Another thing to note before we start talking about more about why I've been gone, I do want to say that you will notice that the first part of this video, about like halfway through, is going to be kind of lower quality compared to the second half. That is because I did do my first pulls on Nayuta on my phone. So I did put it into landscape mode so that it kind of looks similar and started to record it that way. And as you can already see, man, these pulls are looking bad so far. At least it's, hopefully going to come up like right now, maybe. But yeah, that's why the quality is going to look a little bit rough on this first half of the video. And then when we get to the Liberalio pulls, it will definitely get a lot better since I was able to do those pulls on my PC. Now that that's all out of the way, PK, where have you been, man? Well, and I don't think I ever mentioned where I was actually going, but I did end up going to Tokyo, Japan. Oh, Pilgrim. Hey, big Nayuta, baby. Yes, sir. That first of many, baby? Let's find out. But yeah, looking good. Hey, might get a little something from this. But yeah, I was in Tokyo, Japan for a couple of weeks, like I said, and it was a whole lot of fun. It's been my dream location to go to since I was a kid, and it was my first time actually going out of the country in general. So for it being my first time and it being my dream location, it was a dream come true. You know what I'm saying? Saving up enough to go on that trip and have fun with my homies that went with me, which was my brother and then 2 other friends. And then even meeting some of my old high school friends that live out there now was really dope to see. But like I did mention in that last video as well, I was going to try to, or the plan was at least, was to try to get some videos up and ready for you guys, or at least to have them kind of in the process of being edited. Pilgrim? Oh my goodness. We don't need Haran, man. But shout out Haran though. If you caught up with the campaign, you know. But yeah, that was the plan, to try to get some videos out for you guys beforehand, which were going to be the rest of the BPSR hard mode guides for the dungeons, the gear dungeons. And I didn't get to do that because I just didn't have enough time to, because I was obviously packing and getting stuff ready for the trip. So I apologize for that. And then I was going to try to actually do some content while I was out there. So I did end up bringing my laptop with me to have something to record off of. And essentially 2 things happened that made me just not able to do so. The first thing, which was something I didn't really think about, so I wasn't able to properly plan for it, was the fact that over Japan, compared to the US where I live, they do have mainly 2-prong outlets. So the outlets only have 2 slots to plug in stuff. And compared to what I use for like more heavy duty chargers, like the 3-prong outlets for my computer, naturally I didn't have anywhere to really plug it into, so I wasn't really able to use it unless I ultimately tried to find something out there to remedy that situation. But ultimately I decided not to because of the second reason, which was I was out basically every single day, all day, either exploring, doing some shopping. I'm just, catching the vibes of Japan out there. So I really didn't have any time to sit down and do some recording. So yeah, realistically, I wasn't going to be able to have the time to really do this, which is why, like I said, I decided to just record my Nayuta pulls on my phone since I was just able to do it one night when the banner was live before, going to bed for that day. But yeah, at the end of the day, I just decided, hey, I do it as a hobby anyways when it comes to making content, so I wasn't going to stress too much about not getting some videos out. And I did just want to enjoy my time with my, brother and my friends again, like I said, just being out there on my dream trip. So yeah, that's why I didn't really figure out something to get that stuff out. And hopefully you guys understand. But hey, we're back and we're better. So we're going to try to get some more content out for you guys now that we're back, hopefully into the swing of things. But yeah, as you have seen so far, been watching the video, yeah, my pulls were not looking that great when it came to getting the girl Nayuta herself. Only ended up getting one so far, so I decided to switch to the rerun Pilgrim banners and decided to go for Red Hood because I wanted to get more dupes of her. And then, of course, use all of the normal tickets that I had saved up, waiting for the 3rd anniversary when I knew a lot of the new additions would be in there at that point. But yeah, like I said, my plan is to get them both MLB, so to best believe I'm going to try my best to keep doing that with either more pulls or just end up using mileage depending on how my pulls end up going with Liberalio if I don't continue to do some more here, which you'll see in a sec. But yeah, man, it was a pretty great trip. I had a lot of fun out there, did a lot of good shopping for the stuff that I was looking for. Wasn't able to get all the things I wanted to do or visit all of the places I wanted to go to because I just didn't have enough space in my suitcase to do all that and didn't feel the need to get even more check-in bags to have to, purchase for those to even be on the flight. So couldn't get everything I wanted, but I got a lot of stuff, and I'm definitely happy with it. And I'm happy with these, normal summon pulls, man. You seeing these goals, man? Why couldn't I get these like double, like 2-in-1? Like why couldn't I get these rates on Nayuta's banner, man? Like what's going on? Hopefully you guys have been having some good pulls. Like I said, at the point when this is going to be uploaded, it's probably going to be already past when the event leaves. So hopefully you guys did end up getting some good pulls on the 3rd anniversary units if you summoned, or if you were just using your free pulls for the majority of it, then hopefully you got some heat on the free pulls. Funny enough, it's not going to be in this video, but off screen, I believe it was yesterday or 2 days ago from the time I'm recording this voiceover, I did end up getting a Nayuta dupe from one of the free pulls, so that was awesome because it's been a hot minute since I've gotten a Pilgrim off of the free pulls. I can't remember the last character it was. I want to say it might have been Brown's banner, I want to say. But yeah, somewhere probably around there. It definitely wasn't on the 2.5 anniversary units. I didn't get anything from that. So yeah, probably before then. And then I do want to say I could have been back into the swing of things a lot sooner because I did get back from my trip like a little bit over a week ago now. But funny enough, on like the second to last day of my trip, I did end up getting sick. I did get a little cold. It wasn't anything too crazy, but in terms of how I sounded, I definitely sounded a lot worse than how I was feeling. And actually, when I did get back home, me and my brother did a dual summon video that is going to be up after this one, most likely, for the P5X summons that we did for the newest character that released, which was Futaba. So you will be seeing that video, like I said. And in that video, we were definitely still sick, so I'm sure you're going to hear just how bad it was, at least sounding wise, once that video is fully released. So be on the lookout for that. And then, of course, since I've been saving some, spare body labels and stuff like that, I did want to kind of make my attempt at getting some heat from the body labels themselves later on, and also the molds that I've been holding, because I didn't end up using some of the molds that I got when we got the newest release of the new 100% molds because of the bug that they had. I just wanted to wait, to make sure that that wasn't a problem anymore before using them. So let's see how it's looking when it comes to that. All right, 2 dudes that didn't matter for Elysian. We'd love to see that. Hey, we'll take the Maxwell dupe there. Almost core 7, if not core 7, I forget. Those dupes were, it was alright. I really was trying to get the newer units I didn't have. But hey, a Scarlet Black Shadow from the Pilgrim mold, man. I'm taking that all day of the week. I love her. And she's my strongest character on my account, so definitely love that. And then, yeah, these molds, come on, bro. What are we doing? What are we doing? And then another Sora, oh, man. Yeah, now that we're here, we're going to start going into the Liberalio pools once her banner was live. Like I said, I started to do these pulls once I was back home and able to actually use my PC, so the quality will definitely look a lot better for this portion of the video. And you already saw, now that that first part is on past, that my Nayuta pulls were not great. I really just ended up getting one copy of her out of the pulls that I did. So the goal at this point was to do my best to hopefully get Liberalio MLB just from pulls alone, so that I could use the mileage that I had to end up getting the rest of the copies I would need for Nayuta. Hey, fake out. Can this be the one? Can we just one tap it? No, we can't. Should have been another mask, but hey, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, again, let me know how your guys' pulls ended up going if you summoned, which I'm sure most of you guys did since it was an anniversary event. Again, I am going to try my best in these Liberalio pulls to do what I can to beat the odds compared to Nayuta pulls. And in terms of at least SSR rate wise, oh, 2-1. In terms of SSR rate, you see I'm obviously getting a lot better luck here compared to Nayuta's banner. Because I don't know what it is with these 1% banners, but it makes me feel like the 4% of just getting SSRs in general just somehow get lower. Because some of the times, if not most of the times on these Pilgrim banners for me, it's a 50-50 on whether I even get a lot of SSRs in general. So yeah, Liberalio already looking better so far right now. Like gold after gold, man. This is what I need. Let's make it Liberalio. Enough with the off banner. Pilgrim, talk to me. Oh yeah, first copy of Liberalio, man. Like I said, we're already looking better, man. We're already looking better. As it comes to what I think of these characters overall, they're definitely the godsend that the wind units needed to get just better units overall, but also just the best wind team in the game is probably one of the best teams in the game at this point. So yeah, they're very strong units. I would definitely recommend to get at least one of them if you haven't, even though I'm sure, like I said, this video will probably be out after Nayuta's banner is gone, but usually, as I will always tell people that do play this game, either my friends or just people that I know that are playing it, realistically, if you're not doing what I'm trying to do, which is to try to max limit break these pilgrims, which I definitely wouldn't recommend if you don't have a hefty stash like I do, just do your luck with how many pulls you're willing to put in, and then ultimately just use your mileage. At this point, or at any point in the game, the mileage that you have should realistically always go towards these anniversary units, because it's better to have just a guaranteed way to acquire them without putting too much pulls in. And especially when it comes to the second half of the year for Nikke, that's always the part of the year when it gets the most busiest when it comes to the kind of more premium banners and the ones that you want to focus on. Like obviously this anniversary units, then we're going to have Christmas after this, and then after that we're going to have the New Year's banner, which will be either another Pilgrim or an overspec character. So a whole lot of stuff is coming. And for New Year's, I definitely am thinking it's going to be the new version of ANNI that's going to come out. But I don't want to say too much on that for those that haven't been caught up with the story. But yeah, in terms of their performance with the new characters, definitely looking really good, very strong, and they definitely helped me out a ton with my team options for this latest solo raid on the OG Rapture Queen. I ended up getting a score that would definitely put me in the top 3% so I could secure that tier 3 frame, which I love because her frame looks pretty damn good. And these pulls are not looking pretty damn good. So much off banner, man. But I will take the new stuff as always. Definitely would like that Arcana since I could build her up for Isabel if I ever plan on building up Isabel. The rates, I can't complain. Pilgrim. And it's a Dorothy, man. Like, come on, what are you doing to me, guy? What are you doing? Well, like I said, if you are someone who is trying to get these characters for any of the major banners like the Pilgrims, again, I would just try to make it work with the golden mileage tickets so that you don't have to spend too many pulls unless you just have a lot of tickets ready, or you just feel like you want to go for the character and you don't mind putting in those pulls, because again, depending on how bad it is, you'd never know if you will get hella off banner like this and not end up pulling the Pilgrim, or it takes a lot of pulls before you end up doing it. I did see that some of the people in my union, because we are in a Discord, were saying that it took them like hundreds upon hundreds of pulls to even get a couple of copies, like one or two. So yeah, it can get pretty rough pretty quickly if you just end up getting the worst luck possible, which of course no one wants to see it, but you always gotta consider it since 1% are no joke. Hey, another Liberalio, yes sir. Or he's looking better than Nayuta, man. It's truly crazy how Nayuta did me, but you can see right there how far up I am with the pulls. And at this point, I was just pretty much gauging based on how much mileage I had and how many pulls I had of Liberalio at that point, which was just 2 copies, how many more I would realistically be comfortable doing before ultimately deciding to stop and just use my mileage. I was trying to be strategic with it, man. I was trying to make it work and figure it out. I didn't want to go super low. As you can already see, I started at above 200k and had like almost 100 tickets, and then I'm at now like 145k before this multi. But even though that would have still been a lot, at this point I was just like, you know, if I can at least get my target focus done before hitting 100k, so I can stay above that mark, then I would have been happy. So let's see if that ends up happening. And the good thing when it comes to these anniversary banners is that I do appreciate that they do have the step ups. Definitely helps a little bit with the extra multis that you can get from some of the steps. Although I would certainly wish it was all the steps that had multis, but nevertheless, you know, I'll take the extra mats for dolls and stuff too, like that. You know, I won't complain. Pilgrim, can it be another one? And it is another one. Oh my gosh, Liberalio, you're treating me so right, man. Am I your mother? Oh my gosh. So now we just need one more copy of Liberalio to really finish off my pulls for her, and then just mileage out for Nayuta. And this could have been the pull, but it wasn't. But I ain't mad. I never be mad looking at my girl leg though. You know what I'm saying, man? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You probably didn't hear, but a dap occurred just right there, so don't even worry about that. Hopefully you guys also did pretty good with this solo raid. Again, if you didn't get the new units, you would have been probably out of luck for a really high score, since obviously, like I said, they are looking like some of the best, if not the best, win units that we have available now. And if you also don't have the other kind of best units, which are collab units, which are the wind units for the Eva collab, which was the second time they came around, then yeah, you would really be out of luck in terms of the most premium options you would want for win teams. So this one will probably be harder for a lot of new players and just players that just skip those events. But I ended up making it work. So I appreciate my frame. But you see right there, we got the last copy for Liberalio right there. And I said, you know what? Let's do one more multi on Nayuta. If I can get one more copy right here, or just like I said before, 100k, then I could just mileage out and get the rest of them. You know, it wouldn't be anything crazy. And oh my god, gold! Surely I'm not going to get a Nayuta from this. I wish it was multiple, but hey, I have one chance to do it. Surely it doesn't happen. Oh my gosh, does it? No. My goodness. See, when shit works out like that, it's just like, I can't even be mad, but like, you really hold me on my pulls overall. But like, I made the buzzer beater banger before I had to go any deeper with the pulls to get the copies. Like, that shit was beautiful, man. That shit was beautiful. You see right here, going ahead and getting them both max limit broken with the 3 stars on that top ski and the wallpapers. Yeah. Don't mind the guys skin wallpapers, y'all. Don't. I'm not a whale, I promise. I don't get them all. Just get the ones I like. Yup. And just like that, both of them max limit broken. And it's crazy because I wasn't even able to do that last year's anniversary, because I had to, take the L on Graves banner and just say, you know what, I'll go for the 1 copy and just get the rest from the standard banner. Yep, just like that. That's going to do it for this summon video. Once again, if you guys did enjoy these pulls, leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And again, be on the lookout for my dual summon video on P5X Futaba summons with my brother. And I'll catch y'all. Peace out, y'all.